Hey everybody, so this is a disclaimer. I just spent 2 hours working on a video, and this for this Titch McGraw, this longer song, and he just informed me that I missed the lead vocals. Well, he never gave them to me, so I'm releasing the video as it is without the lead vocals because there's a lot of stuff in here. I spent 2.5 hours, 2 hours working on it. I'm still not done it. So I just wanted to disclaimer that. So here's the video. Hey everybody. So today we're going to do another one of those. I'm going to mix somebody else's songs. Now, if you're interested in being part of this, go to the About page on my channel, and you can select my email, and it'll ask if you're a robot or not. And if you're not, then it'll let you see my email address, and then you can send me your songs, and or just email me and say, hey, I'd like you to do this one, and then we can talk about, okay, well, how are we going to get it? And so and if you want to do it, that's fine. So today I'm doing Titch McGraw's Longer. So the first thing I had to do is I had to clean up his order to my order. He's got a DP24. So he has mono tracks up until 12, whereas I have mono tracks up until 8. But either way, I can switch mine to mono, but that's another story. So first off, what I did was I first ordered them the way that I like them to be. He had a different order. I'm going to show you that here. Let's see. There we go. So as you can see, like he had, I've moved it so the vocals are on track 1, rhythm guitar is on track 2 and 3. So these are left and right. I haven't played with them yet. Like a lot of this, I'm doing this from nothing from this point because I want to show you everything that I did to create this. Track 4 is empty. He had track 6 empty. I have track 4 empty because that's just the way it ended up in the end. Track 5 is a keyboard. Track 6 is a guitar solo. Track 7 is bass, and track 8 is drums. He actually sent me the drum track twice as track 1 and 8, or track 1 and 9, and I didn't need it. As you can see, here's the original tracks he sent me. So there's the original drum track, the first one. That's track 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's his vocals on his was on 8, I think. I'm not sure what it is on mine. It doesn't really say. And then, well, this would have been 8. So track 7 would have been vocals. Track 7 on his was a rhythm guitar, or the guitar solo, which is at the end. So if I go over here, you still can't see it. Huh. And then track 8, which is down here, which is hard to see, is the other drum track. So I just kept the one drum track, which is fine. That's what I wanted to do. So first thing we're going to talk about is we're going to go onto here. Now I've got it in jog play on track 1, and let's see, hopefully you can hear this. So he was playing with the mic.
One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2.
So he's playing with the mic there. I asked him about it. He said just remove it. So I want to show you how to remove it. And let's see, if I go back to here, you can see there's the 1, 2, 1, 2 stuff. And this is where his vocals start. So his vocals don't start until around 1:15 or something. Let's see. I don't know what it's doing here. It took away my normal thing. So it usually starts about 1:15. It starts about 1:15. So what I did was, as you can see, my start and stop. And you can see that it shows the in and the out here. So the out is at 107. So that's where the vocals, roughly where the vocals start. So if I go over to 107, you can see there's where the vocals are starting, and you can, there you go. So I want to get rid of that first section. So I'll go track edit, go over to silence. You don't want to do clean out. Clean out wipes out the entire track, and I was doing that while I was moving the tracks around. I was doing cloning and cleaning. So as you can see, I want to silence just a section out. Go here, so it says from the beginning to 107.5.8. So say yes. Now if you look at the timeline now, you can see that track 1 is suddenly shorter, and there's where it starts now. So that means that part is blanked. Now, I've not listened to this song yet, so there's going to be some breaks and points because I'm going to be listening to it and playing with stuff. But we're going to do like just an initial listen. First thing I want to do on tracks 2 and 3 is I want to span the guitar. Now, he's recording quite high up, so I'm going to have to... Track 4 is blank. Track 5 is keyboard. I'm just going to put that up to the top. Track 6 is guitar solo. That comes at the end. 7 is bass. And 8 is drums. So what I'm going to do is, as I always do, I am going to first listen to the bass and the drums and get a gauge for how high I want the song. Okay, now I've gauged the bass and drums. I like how it sounds. I might add a little bit of low end to the drums or the bass. Okay, there we go. Now, like I said, everything's in mono. Now we're going to do 2 and 3, which are the rhythm guitars. We're going to bring them in. So start at the beginning again. All right, so now let's play around with the guitars. They have a nice sound. They're not too bassy, which is good because that's what you want. So we'll go to the mixer on track 2, and we are now going to just do a low end sweep. Oops, I don't want to put it out of phase. So we'll do a low end sweep on both. But yeah, they sound really nice. Like they are definitely in the perfect spot for where they should be. So let's give them a listen together. Let's back off on having them separate. That sounds nice. It's got a nice, and yeah, so what you want to do is like on the higher instruments, you want to cut that out, cut out the low because you want the bass to come through. You want the bass to be heard. It also will help, and it'll also help with the kick being heard better. So that sounds nice. Now I haven't added any effects. Any effects you hear, he has put on the system. So let's go back, and no, I went back to 0. I want to go back to 0. So I want to push over to where the vocals start and bring them up. I'm not hearing it. Okay, that is actually quite nice. expand this all the way. All right, so did I do something to one of the tracks here? Because I'm not seeing. Oh, there it is. Ha! Okay. So I'll go back to this now. As you can see, here's what I was talking about. So he's got this part here that he's. This is his solo part. So I'm going to. Oops! Don't play that. I don't want to play it. I just want to set myself up there. No, stop, stop. Let's see. Okay, so that's where I want to be, which is about 3 minutes and 37 seconds into the song. He has his solo part that he's doing. All right, so far, I like how it sounds. I've had, like I said, no effects have been added. Nothing's been added yet. So let's go. That's track 6. I think I set that up as, yes. Oh, keyboard. I forgot to do the keyboard. Okay, we'll do the keyboard first. All right, so let's go to the keyboard. Let's bring the keyboard into the whole thing now. Okay, keyboard's in. I might go a little lower with it. Once again, keeping everything dry. All right, let's move over to the 331 or something like that. Let me look back at my reference here. 337. Okay, so 337 is roughly where the guitar solo starts in. So let's start about there. Now see there, that's a problem when you have it going up that high all of a sudden. Yeah, so I might have to compress the vocals, doing a compression on that. Let me set up for that. I'm gonna stop recording for a minute, and I'm gonna go set up to fix the vocals. All right, so let's talk about what I've done here to set up the compressor. So the first thing I did was I took track 1, which is vocals, and I cloned it to track 4. So now I have vocals on track 4 as well as track 1, but I don't want, I more or less did that just so that I could, because I want vocals on track 1, so I want to push them back onto track 1. So as you can see, I have it assigned and it's set to record on track 1. I cleaned out track 1 because that way I can hear exactly what's going on when I'm recording, because otherwise you get the playback behind you and I don't want that. I need to be able to focus on this. I set it up to record the first part of the vocals. I'm going to show you in a second how the difference. So I've got to use my external compressor. I should use the internal because I want to do everything internal on this one, but I like my external compressor better, so I want to use it that way. So that's neither here nor there. So if I go to the mixer and I'm on track 4, you can see I have it set to pre. Well, you can't see, but I'm telling you I have it set to pre, and I have it turned all the way up. So it's sending that through effects 2. It's sending it through effects 2 because effects 1 I've already set up with the internal reverb, and I want to use that for the final mix. But at the moment I'm just playing with, I'm fixing the vocals. So let's go here. So you'll be able to see the level on track 4 and the level on track 1, And the difference, I'm just going to do a quick play. I'm not going to record it. Well, I can record it. So to record it, like I said, I've set up in and out. Reason I did that was because then I can sit there and I can repeat and I can listen to what I'm doing. I can play with it while it just keeps going back and forth, and I can listen. But we can auto punch, so I'm just going to auto punch. It's got 1 second, 1 second, so in and out. Previous 1 second. I don't do that when I'm recording vocals. Or when I'm recording something else. I only do it when I do this. So let's do it, and I'll talk about it while it's doing it. So you can see, especially there, you can see it is lower. It's at a nicer level. It's all flat now. It's kind of taken the edge off of it a bit. Okay, so now that makes it a little more manageable on that one. Now I'll show you on the thing here. So this is the vocals. As you can see, it is peaking a lot, and then you have like a lot of quiet spots. Now we've kept the dynamics in there. We've just kind of pushed it down so it's not killing everything. So now let's go to the next section, which starts about at 2. We'll start at 2:30. So we'll go back to here, turn off the auto punch. Let's just make sure it worked. So let's just solo track 1 for a second. And now I hear nothing because I'm not soloing it. There we go. All right. So that's now cleared that issue up. So let's go to the next section. I'm just going to do the next 2, and then we'll get back into recording, or go get back into mixing again. So I'm going to do the same thing on the next 2 tracks, on the next 2 vocal sections. All right, so I have now finished cleaning up track 1. As you can see, it's now split up into 3 sections. So there's the first section coming in, going out, second one, and there's the third one, which has the in and out that I've already done on it. So, cleaned up, just how I like it. So let's go back to the meter. I can clean off the assigns now. All right, now we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna add some reverb to the stuff. So now he has it to the drums already. Let's see. I'm gonna add some to the rhythm guitar. There we go. Sounds pretty good. So I'm going to bring his vocals down a bit. Let's see, let's bring that back to about there. See how nicely they fit now? So, yeah, a little compressor. Just nicely fits. Alright, so what I want to do to the bass, I'm going to solo the bass for a minute. What I want to do to the bass is I want to actually use the guitar effect on the bass. So we're going to turn on the insert effects. That now means we use this. Go to the guitar amp. Play. That just brings out the bass a bit more. And yeah, as you can see now, well, it's doing reverb out. So now let's set up where the song. Okay, so there's the first beat. Let's put that as our in. Now let's go to the out. And let's see where that ends. Okay. 513. All right. So we've set it up to do a mix down, but I'm not ready to do a mix down yet. What I want to do now is I want to listen to it on. Now I have new speakers here. I have some Mackies as well. So dang, let's see over. Whoops. I pulled it out. Hang on. Let's try that again. There we go. So as you can see, I have my Fostex and then I have Mackies underneath. So what I want to do is I want to listen and see how it sounds on the Mackies. This is the nice thing about having the big knob. I can just switch back and forth. So let's go and let's listen on the Mackies. Quite bassy. All right. So yeah, I do that to gauge a different sound, which is kind of nice. It's something I think everybody should have a second set of speakers just to listen to when they do a mix. I know a lot of people go into cars and that and listen there. So I think I'm ready to do the mix down. There, we're back to normal. There we go. So we hit the mix down mastering button and let's record. Alright, so now we go into the mix down. So mastering is fun. I always use compression. I love playing with it because I think it makes the song sound so much better. So let's play it and let's listen. Alright, we're going to use hip-hop. Why? Because it's there. And I like the way it sounds the best. So we will use hip-hop. Now we do the record there. Oh, go back. There we go. Yeah, I think I extended that a little long. Last step, normalization. Always a last step. All right, so I'm going to end this video here. I will put the song at the end. I'm just going to play it all the way through, so I'm going to use this song today. That's about it. Hope you liked it. Now it's ready to be shipped off to the client, in this case Titch McGraw. I will include a link to him at the end of this video, or it will be in the comments as well. So that's today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a little long. I'm going to cut it down when I do the editing, but it was a little long. Thank you for subscribing. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.